Hey, good morning. I have some thoughts about Proverbs chapter 27, verse 17. Iron sharpens iron. So a man sharpens the countenance of his friend. A lot of people like to run from friction. You ever notice that? And quite frankly, when you are dealing with an abrasive person who always has something critical to bring, it's not really fun to have that kind of confrontation all the time. But flip that around. On the other side of that, what kind of growth can anyone have unless you turn some stuff upside down? Do you really expect to get in shape by sitting around and doing nothing? It's going to require some friction in your life. Do you really expect to learn something new unless you get out of your comfort zone and do something different? And begin to study, begin to discipline your life and find time in your everyday life to apply discipline to study a topic. And if you study a topic consistently every day, by the time a year comes and goes, you're going to become an expert at that topic. So we should not steer clear of confrontation, whether we're giving it or whether we're receiving it. I had to bring a confrontation to someone earlier this week. It wasn't very comfortable, but it was truth, and I believe that what the Bible says about truth, that the truth will set you free. Uh, I would say that if you are a coach, don't give out confrontation for free. In fact, I would charge it. And on the other side of that, if you're looking to have some sort of change in your life, if you pay for it, you're going to accept it much easier because there's something leaving, there's value leaving in exchange for something. And when that person you're paying for brings criticism, you're going to be more apt to accept it because you're paying for that. That's what you expect. And coach, if you're not bringing some sort of criticism, if you're not bringing some sort of challenge, then you're not doing your job. Um, so charge or pay for it to be held accountable. If it costs you nothing, it's meaningless. It costs something. Disruption is required for positive or negative change. Generally speaking, a lack of friction yields a lack of progress. In anything that I can think of, it requires some sort of difference, some sort of friction, some sort of change in order for you to get to that change, uh, that type of permanent change. Providing confrontational feedback isn't easy. It should be done with tact and in truth. And a couple of different proverbs on that. It says in Proverbs chapter 25, verse 11, a word fitly spoken is like apples of gold in pictures of silver. Just because someone's bringing you criticism doesn't mean that they can't do it with tact and with love. I said earlier, iron sharpens iron. So a man sharpens the countenance of his friend. It is actually a friendly thing to do to bring a constructive criticism, and um, it's also good for you to receive it. It does require humility, my friend, and you should covet the criticism. You should embrace the suck, and you should humble yourself enough to receive it so that you can get to that next level. A couple more scriptures. Open rebuke, this is chapter 27 of Proverbs, verse 5 and 6. Open rebuke is better than secret love. Think about that. So someone secretly loves you but doesn't provide any kind of feedback. But someone who openly rebukes you, that's better than secret love. Faithful are the wounds of a friend, but the kisses of an enemy are deceitful. I would much rather have the wounds of a friend. Now, in the moment, it doesn't always feel the best, but someone who truly loves you is going to bring the kind of criticism and the kind of feedback that's going to invoke change. Anyway, I hope you get something out of this. If you're looking at change in your life, be it spiritual, physical, mental, it's going to require friction. And you think about sharpening a knife, it requires the knife meeting with a stone. And that kind of friction, it sounds very abrasive. It is very abrasive. It's not real pleasant at the time, especially for the knife, but it's going to yield sharpness. And if you want to get sharp in your life, regardless of what it is, it's going to require you to embrace the suck. It's going to require you to embrace the confrontation. It's going to require you to go towards the iron, go towards the friction. If you're a non-confrontational type of person, you're going to have to get past that, and you're going to have to embrace it and run towards it and accept the criticism. If you're having a hard time because of your pride accepting criticism, swallow your pride. Accept it, especially from someone who's been down that road, someone who has learned the hard way how to get healthy, how to eat healthy, how to exercise, how to stay disciplined. Someone who's learned the hard way how to stay out of debt, right? Listen to these people because they've been down that road. They're doing it. Don't take advice from a fat person if you want to get skinny. Don't take advice from someone who's in debt on how to be debt free. Don't take advice from someone who lives in sin on how to overcome temptation. God bless you.